What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, What's Up G, back with another banger, and I am the best reporting on hip-hop and entertainment, and it looks like we got Jess Hilarious calling out Mike Epps over a few things she wasn't feeling. Let's get into this. Some people saying it might be the drugs. I don't know what's going on with Jess Hilarious. Let's see what's going on, y'all.
Week on The Breakfast Club, Jess Hilarious would talk about her experiences over the past weekend performing at One Mic Comedy Club in Detroit. Now, the comedy club is known for a partnership with Mike Epps, which according to Jess is the main reason she accepted the gig. However, she was in a huge surprise after finding out how poorly the club was ran and that Mike Epps was not directly involved with the venue anymore. Jess said it quickly became apparent why Epps didn't want to be associated with the club due to their unprofessionalism and lies.
So I just want to start off by saying I love Detroit. I love my fans. I love my supporters. Absolutely. I love them. But I was handled terribly at One Mic Comedy Club. They sold me on the lie that it was Mike Epps Comedy Club. He's the OG, of course. Me being a stand-up comedian, who wouldn't want to perform in Mike Epps Comedy Club? And everybody claimed that they're the owner, right? The manager who claimed to be the owner first, her name is Kimberly Moore. She originally did the deal. I seen that she was selling the tickets for $90. Like, are you stupid? Per the deal that I signed off on, all tickets were supposed to be sold at $50. So I told her, pull me from the brunch. Some man, random, I don't know who he is. I never met before. He never was in on a deal or nothing. He walks in and he attempts to shut it down. So my husband, because he was there, he was like, nah, we ain't doing nothing what? And who you supposed to be? The guy said, this ish, whatever this is, we don't do no meet and greet. And we gonna shut it down. I'm the owner. I would never ever go back.
And
never.
That's she won't go back because it's terribly ran.
Yes, and Mike Epps should get his name off that. Period.
Now, after sharing all of her frustrations while on The Breakfast Club, according to Jess, one of the lies she was told by the club was that Damon Wayans had just performed there. Now, when Jess got to the club, she found out it wasn't Damon Wayans who was there, but Damon Williams. On air, she would go on to say that she doesn't know Damon Williams.
They told me that Damon Wayans was there. Only for me to get there, right, and see that it was Damon Williams. I don't know no damn Damon Williams, and I'm sorry, sir, you might be a fine comedian, but I don't know you. They said Damon Wayans.
Now, that would spark a rally amongst stand-up comedians around the country.
I was about to say, I know who Damon Williams is. He's been around for years. Just Hilarious, you out of pocket for saying that about him, because he been around for years. So even if the club did a certain thing, you actually threw a stray at him and could mess up his brand and his money. But I don't know. From what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, it's alleged that Jess actually be off the drugs. So we're going to see.
Including Cedric the Entertainer, her former co-star Lil Rel, and Guy Torry to defend Williams. Many veteran comedians would identify Williams as a Chicago stand-up legend. Cedric the Entertainer would show support with Williams by making a few jokes at Jess's expense and posting the video on his social media, where Williams would reshare on his own Instagram.
I swear to God, I do know Damon Williams. I swear to God, I probably don't know 3 people that don't know Damon Williams. Who the fuck? Jess?
Comedians like Sean Larkins and Steve Brown were other comedians who would also join in by saying they know who Damon Williams is and told several jokes about how long they've known him. Lil Rel, who said he typically avoids internet drama, also shared his feelings on social media in support of Williams. He would also express his disappointment in Jess to how dismissive she appeared when mentioning the Chicago legend's name.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Lil Rel, and about to get my morning workout on. But I wanted to talk about something just real quick. For me, it's like, I've been staying out the way. If anybody noticed, I'll be out the way because I don't be like dealing with internet drama and drama in general. But Jess Hilarious, who I love and is amazing, I'm so proud of. I just didn't like the dismissiveness of who is a Damon Williams, and saying that she thought it was Damon Wayans. That just wasn't cool, because there wasn't really no reason to bring him up, to be quite honest with you.
Williams would share this on his Instagram page as well. Now, Damon Williams would also share Guy Torry's response on his Instagram page. Torry would take time to list several of Williams' credits, which include Tom Joyner, Def Comedy Jam, Comic View, and more. Now, in addition to posting responses from several of his peers defending him, Williams would also respond himself by posting a brief remix of Jess saying she doesn't know who he is.
Swear to God, I don't know no damn Damon Williams. Swear to God, I don't know no damn Damon Williams. Swear to God, I don't know no damn Damon Williams. Sorry, sir, you might be a fine comedian.
That's
but I don't
crazy.
know you.
In between were photos of him.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you done met this man. You done took pictures with him cheesing like this. You done did all that. Oh man, why you playing with him? Like you should have went at Mike Epps and went at the party promoters. Why you sending strays at other comedians? And drop it in the comments. The comedians have like a comedian coalition where they all stick together, everybody group together like the Avengers for stuff like this. Let me know.
And Jess at a comedy show they performed at together. It seems like many online comedians and users would take issue with Jess' lack of comedy history, as several social media users would also join in. One user would go on to write, Damon Williams is a very well-known, lauded comedian from Chicago that performs all around the world. Also has done radio for the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Shame on you for not knowing him, and sigh that you said it in that tone of voice. While another local comedian would write, my thing is how you a comedian and don't know Damon Williams. Shaking my head, we gotta do better. Now outside of the Damon Williams dispute, Mike Epps has not responded to any of the conversation regarding Jess's frustration and the One Mic Comedy Club in Detroit. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. How do you feel about Jess's response and not knowing Damon Williams? Was she wrong or was it just...
Yeah, she wrong for that. I understand she got finesse. So you could get mad at maybe Mike Epps and say something. You can't even get mad at Mike Epps. You can get mad at the comedy club, but to send a separate stray at another comedian, I think is kind of corny. I think that's corny because you didn't now Damon. Because you got to understand, Damon Williams, he out here on his grind. He probably been dealing with this Damon Wayans stuff. You get what I'm saying? They both got little bald heads. They both comedians. It's enough going on for the guy. All right. And he's always been around. If you remember Def Comedy Jam, if you remember, I think he was on, what was the one that was on BET? He was on everything. He been working. Oh, he been working for the last forever, it feel like. Since I was a little kid, I've been seeing him here and there, here and there. No, he didn't make it as big as some of these four guys, but these are the kings of comedy. He was great in his own right, though. He did his thing. And then for you to take pictures with this man, let me see where the pictures at. That was funny, yo. Where the pictures at? For you to be taking pictures with him, like you don't know who he is. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where the pictures at? Where the remix at? That was funny, y'all. Can I find the pictures? Can I find the pictures? There you go. Oh, hold up. Oh, it just ain't gonna let me click it. It's clicking everything but that. Alright, so it's just clicking everything but that. But yeah, the go off disrespecting my man just because you feel like it. I don't know what that is.
reaction?
All right, there you go. Yeah, like, look, you clearly met this man. You clearly met this man before. Yeah, I don't know what my computer was doing. It must have locked on to something and did something weird. But yeah, you met this man before. Clearly you know him, but to throw strays at him for no reason because now you on the Breakfast Club is wild. But from what I'm seeing and what's being reported from every other people is actually it might be drugs with Jess Hilarious. So I'm gonna drop that a little bit later about how Jess Hilarious might have an addiction that's taking over her actual career, and hopefully she has a long career like Damon Williams. And she ain't just here today, going tomorrow. They actually kind of look alike. It looked like, let me get out y'all way. It actually looked like that could be her daughter, his daughter, a little bit. It looked like she pulled up like, "Hey, Dad, you don't remember me?" And he looking like, "Stephanie, you Stephanie daughter?" You know what I'm saying? It looked like they could be related. All right, so here's your boy. What's up, G? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Hype Club, Hype Comedy Club. This was a dope one. All right, but we're going to talk more about Jess Hilarious a little bit later. It's your boy, What's Up, G? If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, I love y'all. I'm out, y'all.